Hey everyone, last time we looked at the 7400GS, a 14-year-old graphics card with DDR2, yes, DDR2 memory. If you haven't seen the video, check it out, but the quick version of it is that it performs pretty poorly in most of the games benchmarked, but performance was surprising in Crisis, for the main fact that it could even launch and be kind of playable. We experienced an issue where we weren't able to overclock the memory, so we edited the BIOS and managed a max stable overclock on the memory, 475MHz, or 950MHz effectively, 18.75% up on the stock 400MHz. We flashed a new BIOS and are ready to get on with re-benchmarking the 7200GS. Skyrim was still no more playable overall than it was previously. Stuttering was reduced massively, input lag a bit as well. In other parts though, the input lag was just as bad. In Bleak Falls Temple, for example, it was still too bad to bother even carrying on with the benchmark. It was still a relatively good improvement though, as some areas of the test were a lot better performing than before. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas saw a huge improvement from the overclock, a lot more so at 720p though, as the higher resolution needs more memory bandwidth, so it benefits a lot more from the overclock than 800x600 does. 720p ran so much better than it did its stock memory clocks. It had some graphical artifacting throughout, so a lower memory clock would be needed to eliminate that, but it was still perfectly stable. It achieved 64, 31 and 26 FPS average, 1% and 0.1% low frame rates respectively, improvements of 42.22, 55 and 52.94% respectively, showing just how much the memory held it back pre-overclock. 800x600 saw an improvement too, but it wasn't really noticeable due to how good the performance was before. There were also still some graphical artifacts we noticed throughout, so ideally a lower memory clock would be better here as well. That aside, it was also still stable and didn't interfere much with gameplay at all. Portal saw practically no improvement at all at either resolution, showing neither were limited by the memory before anyway. Higher res would show an improvement with the memory overclock, but performance was already poor at the lower resolutions, so higher res would be even worse overall. Crisis also saw no improvement either, so it was evidently not being held back by the memory at stock clocks. There was still input lag in the trees, and performance could still be jarring in places as well. FPS throughout was mostly similar to what it was before the memory overclock, and was close enough to be within margin of error between benchmarks, so it was effectively equal. So to conclude, like was the case at stock clocks, playable games are still going to be from around the same era as GTA San Andreas. The memory overclock improves those sorts of games massively, especially at higher resolutions, but it's still not going to be enough to make some slightly more modern games than that playable. Like we said last time though, performance in Crisis can be put up with at lower resolutions, 640x480 and below. Before we finish up today, we'd like to give shoutouts to Patreon supporters TazFaeDodge, ShadowInTheVoid and Peter for helping to make all of this possible. So everyone, if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment and a like, and subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more content like this. And don't forget to share the video as well. You can also support us in creating these videos through our Patreon at patreon.com/BenchyTests or through Ko-fi at ko-fi.com/BenchyTests. And remember, Ko-fi has a hyphen between the KO and the FI. But if you do decide to become a patron, you'll gain early access to all of our videos before the public do, for as long as you remain a patron. So thank you for watching, hopefully we'll see you next time.